I'm Amanda Soloway, the MP for Derby North. For many students, the social aspect of being at university is a really important part of the overall experience, and a night out with friends is something to really look forward to. But whilst it's very rare, thankfully, the fear that your drink could be spiked and what it could lead to is very real. Recently, I visited Derby City Centre, and joining me there were police as well as the wonderful street pastor volunteers who we'll talk about a bit more later. I've learned that one of the ways local pubs and clubs are protecting customers from spiking is with drink covers and bottle stops. This is a really simple but effective way to minimise the risk of an opportunist spiking your drink. At the Friary, which is a popular venue for students in Derby, I met Owen, who is Derby University's president of the Union of Students. He invited me to the campus on Kedleston Road to find out more and learn about the work the university is doing in regard to student welfare. Owen, thank you so much for your time today. We went out a few weeks ago just into Derby City Centre, and now it's great to be here with you today, just to take that a stage further and just think about how we can actually practically support students as they go out and have fun.
A lot of students were very worried about just going out and having fun, which is ultimately what it needs to be about. Yeah. They shouldn't necessarily have to worry about their safety, and we work very closely with our Stonegate partners around the Friary, so Pop World, Fever, those affiliated venues that we're able to ensure students, should they attend these venues, that we are holding them accountable to the student safety standards. So just implementing as much as possible, so the drink safe covers, and just making sure that we can implement as many proactive rather than reactive initiatives.
There's two things, isn't there? There's the perception of spiking, the reality of what actually happens, and then there is how to, when you acknowledge that, how to stay safe. So around the perception, do you think, have we got a major problem in Derby?
In terms of spiking, I think that there is an issue there, whether or not it's a major issue, but there is an issue. Yeah. And I think it's about addressing that regardless.
Yeah, and on that, again, just to sort of get just absolute clarity, I mean, if it happens to one person, that's one person too many, absolutely. And I think you said we want people to go out and enjoy themselves, definitely, but in order to then stay safe, you talked about some drink covers, drink safe. Mm-hmm. Just, I mean, this is one of them, isn't it, that we saw when we were out?
So initiatives like that are just something as simple as being able to just cover your drink and not having to be so conscious of the fact that your hand has to be over your drink. How can we put something a bit more proactive rather than reactive? Because the minute someone's been spiked, it's all about that aftercare.
I think it's just really important to be really clear, because when people are out in Derby, have fun, we want people to do that, stay safe, we want to do that. But if you are out with somebody who is acting completely different, not drunk, but you suspect has been spiked, just take me through those points of contact that you would do.
Yeah, so it's always about those venues that will basically be in charge of the safety of their clients, if you will, or the people that are attending. Yeah. So they have their own protocols and steps that they need to take, and could just be a matter of taking them aside, making sure that you're okay. And if you've not been identified by a member of security, it's about reaching out to them, that they are trained to give that wellbeing service. Yeah. We are looking at, for example, bystander training. So that's for students to sort of be actively aware on those nights out for their friends, and we currently offer something that's called Look After Your Mate training, which is essentially doing
really good.
Just essentially doing that already.
And I mean, I guess as well, you could be in transit from one place to another, one venue to the next. Yeah. And when we were out, we were there with the street pastors, with the local police. Mm-hmm. And again, I mean, I love the idea of this bystander training. That sounds really, really good. But you can, I mean, as a city, approach these people. That's what you're saying, street pastors, the police, whoever's out there.
Definitely, yeah. And as I say, they're all there to ultimately support you. They're only there for your safety. They're not there to catch you out in any sense. It is just about making sure that we are working together as a community, and we're trying to embed that within the students.
I've been out with the street pastors, and they are incredible. And that feeling of support that you get, and friendship, and there's in a totally non-judgmental way. They do an amazing job, don't they? So, Owen, thank you so much for your time today here at the University of Derby. It's been great to see all the facilities, see all of the campus, and just to see you again. You're fantastic. Thank you so much. If you would like to find out more about staying safe as a student, how the university is committed to this aim, or reach out if you have any questions or need of advice, I hope that you find these links and email contacts useful.